If you're over 40 and the weight just won't budge, no matter how hard you try, you're not broken. You're just working against the wrong plan. Today we're breaking down why your body is holding on to weight after 40, how your faith can empower your journey, and the healing steps you can take today. I'm Dr. Tabatha, your Christian physician. I am a triple board certified OBGYN, menopause expert, and functional medicine physician, and I am here to bring you the truth about what is going on in your body and why are you stuck. I got unstuck a decade ago, and I've helped thousands of women do the same, so I'm so glad you found me. Let's get into it. What specific hormonal or metabolic shifts make it harder for women to lose weight after 40? That's a question I keep getting, and here's the truth. What you got away with in your 20s and 30s is no longer gonna work. There's a few things that have changed in your body that are preventing you from working out for 2 weeks and dropping 10 pounds like you used to. Imagine that you have a bucket inside of you. Over the decades, you slowly start to accumulate toxins and other things in this bucket as you live your life. You start to accumulate the beginnings of diseases and medical issues as you live. And once this bucket gets full and it starts to overflow, you start to have symptoms because it's no longer contained in the bucket. It's going everywhere. In your 20s and 30s, you can eat the standard American diet. You can eat all the garbage food at the restaurants and all the boxed and bagged stuff like cereal for breakfast and extra large bagels and coffee drinks with 50 grams of sugar. You can do all of that and you just keep filling up your bucket. But once you get into your 40s, that bucket is full of all your bad choices, and then it starts to overflow. And then you go and you add some hormonal changes on it because that's what our body naturally does in its 40s. We start to have some hormone decline. We start to feel all the effects of what was in that bucket. All of a sudden, we no longer tolerate alcohol. We have 2 cocktails and we wake up with a hangover. We eat 1 fast food meal and we have indigestion and bloating and brain fog and we're sluggish. Like everything starts to catch up with us because this bucket is just overflowing. So what needs to happen in our 40s is we got to clean things up. We need to do some deep inner cleaning in our body. And that looks like taking stock of what you are putting in your bucket. What are you eating every day? And are you expending or getting rid of anything in your bucket? So we need to start moving our bodies. We need to start detoxing and really shifting how we're living. And I'll tell you, this isn't going to happen overnight. Your closet didn't get full overnight. Your bucket didn't get full overnight. It's going to take a little while for you to get through all of that and really get reorganized. But here's the cool thing. In your 40s, you now have wisdom that you didn't have in your 20s and 30s. You now have discernment. You now have resilience and you have tenacity. So you are ready to get the job done and you're not going to give up on yourself. You are ready to make a shift. So we're going to just start making different choices going forward. We're going to stop putting stuff in our bucket. That means we're not going to eat junk food anymore. We're not going to eat out of boxes and bags and get that drink that has 40 grams of sugar anymore. We're going to learn how to drink black coffee or coffee with just a little bit of creamer in it. These little changes are going to start to clean up your body. We're going to take a break from alcohol for a minute. Why? Because alcohol is supposed to be for a special occasion. If you're relying on alcohol to de-stress in the evening, help you fall asleep, or just because it's a habit at this point after the few years that we've been through and you just reach for that glass without even thinking, it's time to do things differently. So you're just going to give up alcohol for a month and see how you feel. You're going to start moving your body with purpose. These little things can start to add up every single day. So what I love to do is start my morning with the Word. I open my Bible and I meditate on scripture for 5 or 10 minutes. I journal. I have a little conversation with God. I thank Him for all the blessings in my life, for the body He gave me, and I ask Him to give me discernment and willpower to get through the day. Then I move my body and I exercise in a fasted state before I put any food or drinks in my body. And the reason I do that is because then my body will burn my own fat that I'm holding on in different places for fuel. That gets rid of it, and it feels incredible to live this way. And you can too, I promise you. And then you can start to add in some healthy breakfast, which starts with healthy fats, protein, and fiber. That's going to set you up for an amazing day. And then I stop eating after dinner. So I don't eat past 6, maybe 7 o'clock some nights. And I don't eat again until maybe 10 or 11 o'clock. But it's because I have metabolic flexibility, I am fat adapted, and I want to help you get there too, because there is so much freedom in that. So let's get in alignment with how God created us to be and really just go toward our purpose, hand everything over to Jesus. Trust the process. Trust that your body was created to heal and thrive, not just survive, and that God's got you. There are a couple mistakes that we as women tend to make when we are trying to shift how our body is functioning. So you might be eating more healthy fats, you might be on the trend of the high protein diet, but if you are not expending that or using that as energy right when you're intaking it, it's going to still get stored. I would encourage you not to jump on the protein excess bandwagon, because that is going to cause you to gain extra weight. So if you're eating over 100 grams of protein a day, you better be in the gym for an hour every day, ripping up, tearing up your muscles so that protein actually has a job to do to go and repair those muscles and make them bigger. That is the whole idea around more protein. So that will cause weight gain if you are eating excess protein and not moving your body on a regular basis. The other thing I see is that we're eating more healthy fats, but we're not adjusting our carbohydrate intake. We have two forms of energy expenditure. We can use sugar or carbohydrates to burn fuel, or we can use fats. The idea around using fats for fuel is that you have to deplete your carbohydrate or your sugar reserve before your body will start using fats for fuel. So if you are trying to do the ketogenic diet, you're getting in those healthy fats, but you're still eating over 50 grams of carbohydrates every day, like 100 or 200 grams, your body is still going to be in sugar burning mode, and that fat is just going to continue to be stored as more fat. So you're not shifting into true ketosis unless you get rid of those carbohydrates. I don't like to villainize any macros. We need them all, and you do need carbohydrates. You just don't need them as much as you think you do, especially if you're a woman over 40. Have a high carbohydrate day, 1 or 2 days a week, and then have 4 or 5 days where you're not eating hardly any carbohydrates. I like to have my carbohydrates as berries, blueberries, strawberries, vegetables, and that keeps my carbohydrate intake low. That keeps me over on the ketosis side. If you want to get into ketosis and burn fat for fuel, you do have to change how you are eating your carbohydrates. If you want more information on this and you really want to understand this, I have an amazing program called Fast to Faith. It's a 40-day awakening where it teaches you how to get your metabolic flexibility back, how to get into fat burning mode. It teaches you the physiology of why all this is happening. So if you want to understand your body better than your doctor, you need to be in my group, because I teach you everything that I learned becoming certified through the Cleveland Clinic Functional Medicine Institute, how our body is created to function. So if you want to learn all that from me, you can. We have group calls every week. I pour into women. I teach them everything I know. I have a coaching academy where I teach women everything, and they go out and help other women. It's an incredible sisterhood. You should be a part of it. You deserve to know what's going on in your body. Want to learn the real reason God designed fasting to heal your body and soul? Watch my next video, Why Biblical Fasting Works for Total Transformation. Click here and keep moving forward on your journey.